Everybody, welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as J-Monster, and you're watching the second part of my new mini-series that features the Siege of Gondor. Right now, we are currently besieging the Rammas Echor, which is the outwall of Gondor. You can't see it in the background, but back there, shrouded by the fog somewhere, is Minas Tirith. The goal of the forces of Sauron is to take this city, which would be a huge blow to the morale and, well, the strength of the Kingdom of Gondor, which would probably ensure its fall. So right now, we are assaulting this outer wall to get to our juicy prize on the other end there, somewhere over the rainbow, and opposing us is Faramir and the companies that escaped from Osgiliath, as well as the garrisons already present on the Rammas Echor. So our goal for this battle is going to be to try and wound Faramir, because that's what happens in the actual battle. This is where he takes a Southron dart, I believe. It turns out to be poisoned. And after that, the defenders are forced to fall back to the city, and they are only saved by a timely charge from the Swan Knights of Dol Amroth, as well as the intervention of Gandalf. So that's all the history you're going to get for this battle. There'll be more in the next one. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and start the battle, and hope you guys enjoy it. So we've got this breach in the wall right here. We're going to presume that we use siege weapons to destroy this gate, but in actual fact, it for some reason doesn't start with one. So our soldiers are going to rush through this gate. For some reason, the forces of Gondor deployed all the way back here. So as you can see, once again, this is the companies from Gondor, from Osgiliath, that fled from the fall of the western half of that city. They've got the same armor upgrades and more or less the same troop composition. Once again, Faramir is in here somewhere. Yeah, there he is, represented by this Master Rangers of Ithilien unit. And then over here you've got a much smaller force that's from the city itself, much more heavily armed. Not the kind of armor you'd probably use in street fighting, because it's, yeah, the breastplates and the armor of these guys gives them, I would imagine, a lot more flexibility in terms of being able to move and fight enemies in a close kind of combat area. So that's sort of the story behind their armor upgrades and why it looks a little inconsistent. And you may have noticed there's some different units in this. This is because this is not being played on my modded version of MOS. This is actually the new Frogs update, so it's really cool. They added a bunch of new stuff, so I recommend you guys check it out. Let's go take a quick look at our troops over here. We've got a lot of Moranon orcs. We've got some Morgul Legion, some Dol Guldur orcs. Just a lot of sort of more or less, aside from the Dol Guldur orcs, what the Witch King, represented by this Nazgul bodyguard here, would have had at his disposal. Looks like the Hordes are going to be the first into the breach. Look at that. Yeah. Looks like Gondor skirmishers have come into range. They're going to start opening fire on our allies here, who are probably going to get it pretty bad because they're all bunched up right now. Oh yeah, you can just see the casualties starting to mount already. For some reason, these guys, I don't know why they started so far back, but oh well. Looks like they're going to take positions around here and shoot the crap out of us as we come in, while their infantry slowly brings up the rear. Looks like the Southrons are starting to return fire a little bit, but yeah, just light casualties so far on the side of the Gondorians. But I'm sure the arrival of this heavy cav is going to change that. Let's run our troops, just because we're gonna miss all the fun if we don't get there quick. Run! Yeah, these Gondorian companies are putting up a pretty fierce resistance, it looks like. The Southron infantry has managed to catch up with these Ithilien Rangers, who are actually quite powerful in melee, so it's not going to be an easy fight for these Southron spearmen. Looks like they're... Yeah, here comes their troll men. This will probably even it up just a little bit. Looks like their cavalry managed to get stuck in over here too, with these mixed archer and Athelian ranger companies. Serpent Guard has joined the fight, being countercharged here by some Gondorian infantry. But I think the arrival of all of our multitudes of orcs is really going to tip this in our favor. And it looks like Rune is going to make it into there. Yeah, looks like they've got quite a fight on their hands already. They've lost 6% of their men, while we've lost 7% of ours. These Osgiliath companies aren't going to give an inch, though. Looks like they're already carving through these this Southron spearman unit here. Yeah, they're probably going to start running soon. Oh dear. Over on this side, though, this is where the Serpent Guard and some of the more elite units are against the companies, or the garrison already present on the wall. Looks like they're doing a lot better. It's getting a little choppy, but then again, it's another very large battle. I think there's about 10,000 or so people in this one as well. Yeah, looks like Rune's gonna make it in there. Well, we don't want to let them have all the fun, so we're gonna start moving our companies in here. Move that Moranon sword here. We're gonna take these Dol Guldur orcs and we're gonna put them over here. Surround the Gondor troops because we have enough units to do that. Move the rest of our companies in. We'll put our Moranon archers right here. Good. We'll move the Witch King into there so that he can support our troops. And I don't even know what we're gonna do with these Moranon halberds. We'll just move them over here. We'll use them as reserves. Looks like the Serpent Guard here is already shaken. These Gondorian companies are very tough. I think they're all like super gold upgraded. Looks like the Southrons here are getting surrounded. Yeah, the Serpent Guard and the Southron Warband are moments away from being crushed. Let's see how they're doing over here. Looks like these the troll men. Oh, unfortunately, they're already starting to run. Only light casualties on the side of the Gondorians. It's not good, not good. But thankfully, the arrival of Rune and my orcish hordes are probably gonna, they're gonna tip the tide of battle in our favor. We're still taking some pretty brutal casualties from their archer companies who haven't stopped firing on us since the start of the battle. What do we got here? Moranon halberds. Yeah, very, very slowly making their way towards the battle. But that's okay. We don't really need them for much. Well, let's have them run. Looks like our orcish companies have made it in. We're going to throw them into battle against these Gondorians. I'm going to flank their archers here with these Dol Guldur orcs, who are very powerful. You would be surprised how tough they are, but they're very few in number. Attack! But if you watch, they're just going to carve through these Gondorians. Bam! Yeah, that guy just... Oh, he took it right in the gut. He just got knocked right out. Moranon blades. Looks like we're successfully surrounding this Gondorian unit here, which is good because otherwise they're going to kick our ass. Charge! Looks like all of our archers here have managed to make it into the battle. So we're gonna start having them shoot up these enemy formations here. How are our Dol Guldur orcs doing? Not too bad. Yeah, as you can see, the Gondorians are taking some pretty brutal casualties. For some reason, these guys are labeled as spearmen. I don't know. It's a new release, so there's probably still a few bugs to work out for. Oh no, one of our allied generals has fallen for the new Frogs release, but all in all, it works great. Get them in there. What are you guys doing? Attacking these Ithilien Rangers in close combat. It's not going to go very well for us. We'll have to move some of our archers. Oops. Don't want you guys to be on skirmish mode either. Yeah, I'm just going to have them start shooting right into the middle of these Gondorians. We're going to start running them down. They're doing very well for themselves. I think that, yeah, they've managed to kill about a third of us, but it's not going to last. They don't have the numbers to really take us on in the field, unfortunately for them. So yes, their lines are starting to collapse. Looks like the escapees from Western Osgiliath are fighting our Dol Guldur orcs, who are now very tired. Don't imagine that the Gondorians are doing much better. They've been fighting for quite a while now. Yeah, and we just got some fresh, well, more or less sort of kind of fresh troops to bring into the fray. I'm going to bring up our halberds right now. Yeah, it looks like they're surrounded on this wing. This company of archers got themselves completely surrounded. They're going to start running pretty soon. Oh yeah, they're gone. It looks like they're fighting to the death, though. Have them attack these Ithilien Rangers right here. This expendable Morgul Legion. Basically just here to keep them from continuing to shoot at us. Die! These are the Master Rangers. This is Faramir we're looking at here. So we're going to concentrate on him and try and take him out. Looks like more of these Gondorians are starting to retreat. Well, the Fountain Guard have joined the battle. Some of Gondor's very, very powerful elite units. They're really going to give our Dol Guldur orcs here a run for their money. And they've been hiding back there the whole battle, so they're probably fresh. Looks like their center is collapsed, though. As you can see, the carnage is just insane. There's dead Easterling Southrons, orcs, and Gondorians everywhere. Yeah, they've killed almost 40% of our guys, which is amazing given the numbers that they have. What do we got here? Enemy general fallen. It looks like Faramir has been wounded, so that's probably going to put the final nail in the coffin of these Gondorians. They're going to start running, and the retreat is going to become a rout. And then at some point, when they from the imaginary city out here, the Knights of Dol Amroth are going to sally, and they're going to save what remains of this Gondorian force here. Looks like these guys are about to get charged from behind too. This is the remains of the Osgiliath companies. And then afterwards, the heads will be collected from every Gondorian that died in the battle here, and they will be flung over the walls at the defenders of Minas Tirith to further demoralize them. I'm gonna throw our Morgul Legion in here. Looks like there's still a group of Ithilien Rangers back here trying to cover the retreat. Another one over here. But their time will soon come. As our victorious hosts here have swept the field of any remaining Gondorian infantry. Just remains these Ithilien Rangers to skirmish against us. And they're shaken. Looks like the Serpent Guard has gone in among them. They're starting to get shot up. What are you guys doing? Attack! Just look at that carnage. Just a brutal, brutal battle. I think there's still some Fountain Guard here fighting to the last. There's only a couple of them left. As you can see, banners of Gondor have been trodden into the dust by these eastern invaders. Yeah, that last little pocket of Gondorian resistance has started to run. These Ithilien Rangers are gonna get themselves caught here in the rout, and they're presumably running back to the city as well. And that is going to be the end of the Gondorian garrison on the Rammas Echor. Oh, I forgot to mention this earlier. This battle actually just takes place a single day after the defeat of the Gondorians at Western Osgiliath. So that is the breach of the Rammas Echor, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you back once again in the next episode for the Siege of Minas Tirith. So I hope you're all very excited for that. I know I am. And of course, my name is Jordan, also known as J Monster, and I will see you later. Bye bye. Apologies, I keep forgetting to do this. There's a quick look at the casualties taken. We only lost about 600 or so, but our allies suffered much worse than we did. And the Gondorians were pretty much almost completely destroyed. A little heavier casualties than at the actual battle, but it's alright. So yeah, enjoy!